3 words for you: film, photography, road trip. No plan, no idea of what to shoot or when to shoot it, just get in the car, hit the road and see what visual delights come our way. I have a square camera, a panoramic camera and a bag full of film. I'm in the Westfjords of Iceland for the first time and I've done no planning at all. This could be a lot of fun, or it could be a complete disaster. Taking a zero planning approach to a photography trip isn't the most sensible of ideas. Have I made a massive mistake by assuming there'll be stuff to shoot? I've spent a ton of money getting here and I need this trip to be productive with good images and an engaging story to tell. Blow me Nora, what if we just drive all day and find nothing to shoot? But what if the opposite happens and you find fleeting moments of quiet beauty?
So this is the reason we've jumped out of the vehicle, this beautiful blue lagoon, this melted puddle, and in the puddle are just a couple of white icebergs. It just looks so fantastic, so minimal, and with the falling snow, everything is so soft. And well, you know, if you watch this channel, you know how much I love my minimalist, painterly, abstract looking scenes, and that is exactly what we have here. So yeah, we'll get to work. So we've got some beautiful tones and colours in this scene. So I'm going to load some Portrait 160 and yeah, hopefully bring out some of those nice pastel blues that we can see.
Yeah, you know, the way technology moves on.
So you can see the snow is coming down now, which is beautiful because it's diffused in the background, giving everything a nice soft feel. So anyway, first image, 2/50th of a second, really easy to meter for because it's just white. So what I'm doing is I'm metering the brightest part, which is the snow in the middle. That will meter that as middle grey, and then I add 2 stops to that, and hopefully you get quite a nice image. So yeah, this is the first shot, but I'm going to get closer and go for more compositions.
Now this is what gets me excited. It sounds daft, but when you find a nice subject and begin to explore different compositions, it's within these moments that I completely forget about all of the stuff going on outside of this melted blue pool. This is just a moment, a brief moment of escapism. Anyway, let me explain what I'm attracted to here.
So I'm on my second composition now. We are much closer to the water's edge, and I'm just trying to use the contrast in the landscape to my advantage. You've got this beautiful, crisp, clean, white snow, white icebergs, beautifully turquoise water, but then you have contrast in the background where there is melted snow and the ground is coming through, but that's fading off because we've got falling snow. 2/50th of a second at f11. Mirror lock up. I feel like I could spend all day here at this location. It's absolutely beautiful. So as enjoyable as this location is, the snow is becoming wetter and wetter. So I think I'm going to make this my last shot at this lovely little lagoon, and then we'll move on, drive around and see if we can find anything else. Last shot of the location. F11, 1/25th. And now we need to get out of here because everything is getting very, very wet. What a beautiful way to spend an hour though.
So to me that shoot was a success, and you can tell by this clip that my worries of not finding anything to shoot are dissipating.
Right, we'll continue driving. See if we can find another gem just like this. I love this type of photography. No plan, nothing, don't even know the area, just drive, everything's brand new.
Let's take a ride. I've got the perfect place in mind. We've got an hour or so to hide.
So driving through this landscape is fantastic because it's partially melted. Obviously not too long ago this entire area was covered in snow. It's now getting into spring and summer. It's just a patchwork of contrasted shapes as the snow is beginning to melt, and I just love that. Well, it's the contrast that I'm attracted to, and I couldn't resist breaking out Big Bertha for a black and white pano.
This is my Fuji GX617 pano camera, and honestly I struggle to explain or justify to myself why I like this camera so much. It's big, it's old, heavy, ugly, expensive, difficult to use and incredibly unforgiving, but when it all comes together, the images it creates are incredible, and actually I get a great amount of satisfaction from working with it. I guess you could call it job satisfaction.
Alright, there we go, film's loaded. Delta 100 should be a fairly simple it's a fairly simple scene to meter for. Alright, so gonna shoot this at f16 and we're gonna go for a 30th of a second. I'm only taking one exposure on this, so hopefully this will work out just fine. And I've set my focus to infinity, nice and straightforward, that's it. So now I just cock the shutter, 30th of a second, f16, Ilford Delta 100. And that is that. Very anticlimactic. But hopefully quite a nice, pleasing panel. Oh well, I'll be honest with you, I don't really know where we're up to in the video. Driving around, stopping, jumping out of the car, taking shots, sometimes not taking shots. My video and narrative and timeline has just gone out of the window. But what I do know is this, I'm very excited by the patterns in the sand just here behind me. Oh, the wind is getting stronger and stronger. And sand is getting absolutely everywhere, so let's have a look here.
Here's the honest truth, I genuinely get just as excited about the ground beneath my feet as I do when I'm out shooting epic mountains on a glorious burning sunset.
And my eyes are watering because of the wind. I knew this would be difficult. Right, I'm going to try and shield the camera from the wind because we're going for a 1/4 second exposure. Beautiful patterns here, mirror lock up, and I really don't think this is going to achieve much. I look like an idiot, I look like a crab. Right, here we go, 1/4 second. Wind's really blowing that sand, so I'm not quite sure how this is going to look, but that was pretty cool. We'll see if we can get another one. Yeah, but that was good.
So as the day drew to an end, we enjoyed this beautiful beach here in the Westfjords of Iceland. I did set up for another composition, but the sky never materialised as I'd hoped, and the light kind of got snuffed out by the clouds. I did take a shot, but as I suspected at the time, the sky was a massive distraction from the rest of the image, and yeah, I don't really like the photo. So although we didn't get any golden hour lights, day one I would say was a success, but of course let me know in the comments if you've enjoyed today's images and if you think it was a success. For me personally, I'm especially happy with the images from the melted pool and the black and white pano. You can find the like and subscribe buttons below, and there is a link to my book in the video description. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching, and with a bit of luck, most of you will come back next week. Alright, bye bye.